DeSoto and the DeSoto Plymouth dealers from coast to coast present Groucho Marx in You Bet Your Life. And now, here he is, the one, the only...
Well, here I'm again with a chance for each of our couples to win up to $10,000. And if any of them say the secret word, the duck will come down and pay him an extra $100. And here's the word right here.
And Groucho will meet our first couple in just a moment. Well, Groucho, Charlie Heimstra and his daughter Rowena are first tonight. So, folks, you come in, please, and meet Groucho Marx.
Welcome to You Bet Your Life. Say the secret word and divide on an extra $100. It's a common word, something you see every day. Charlie and Rowena Heimstra. Heimstra. Where are you from, Charles?
Well, I came from a little town in the northern part of Holland. They call it Pingum.
Pingen.
Pingum.
Pengen.
Yeah, Pingum.
Pingen?
Pingum.
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 Now you got it. No, hold the toe down more.
Oh, you got it.
Pingum.
Ping-yum.
That's it.
And you have to do that every time you...
Every time, even when I write a letter, I do...
Well, how big is ping-gum?
There are...
Do you do that too?
What?
Ping-gum?
Ping-gum?
Yeah.
No, I don't know how to spell it.
Well, I rarely baffle this early in an interview. How big is ping-gum?
There are 800 people and 3,000 cows.
Must be pretty wild on New Year's Eve there. But what is life like for a little boy in Holland? What did you do for excitement? Did you set fire to the windmills?
No, I didn't do just exactly that, but I done a lot of things what I shouldn't do. When my oldest sister...
You don't have to be in Holland for that, you know.
When my oldest sister got married, you know, they serve brandy and raisins when somebody get married.
They serve brandied raisins?
Yeah, they mix it up together, see?
With brandy and raisins?
Yeah, and then they sit on long tables, and they put the pot with brandy and raisins on this table. When the party was over...
They carried everybody out, I suppose.
Yeah, my mother said I had to clean up the whole thing and give it to the chickens. And I also fed the brandy and the raisins to the chickens. And boy, did that rooster have a load. And all the chickens were dry.
Well, Charlie, there's nothing unusual about chickens getting loaded. I've had stewed chicken many times. Well, Rowena, do you live with your parents?
Yes, we live on a farm. We raise chickens and cows.
Do you know why a cow gives buttermilk, Rowena?
Well, I don't know, but it'd be awfully valuable, I think.
That's not the answer. The answer is, what else can a cow give buttermilk?
Oh, I just got that one.
How many chickens do you have in your farm, Charlie?
I got about
And how many are condemned?
Oh, there is none condemned, but I got 1,500
You
chickens.
got 1,500 chickens?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of chickens, isn't it?
That's a lot of chickens.
How many eggs do you get?
Oh, about 800-900.
How many roosters do you carry?
Well, I haven't got any roosters, because when I buy the baby chicks...
You have 1,500 hens and no roosters, and you sell chickens?
Yeah. When I buy baby chicks, they're all hens, all females.
How do you know?
I'll tell you, we put them in a brooder, and they guarantee those things that they're going to be hens.
Well, don't you ever get any roosters?
I do get some roosters in it. Everybody makes a mistake, and even those guys.
That rooster has certainly got something to crow about. What do you do with this rooster when you do find him?
Oh, I give him to Mama, and she put it in a pot when it is big enough.
How's your love life, Rowena? Do you have a lot of boyfriends, or are you a rooster hater like your father?
Well, no, I'm engaged, and I'm going to be married in about 3 months.
Oh. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Charlie, you're losing your daughter, but just remember, you're also cutting down on the old grocery bill.
That's right. I've been thinking about that.
How did you meet your intended, Rowena?
Oh, I met him at an Air Force dance, and he took me out. First, I didn't want to go out with him, but he took me out.
Why didn't you want to go out with him?
Well, I shouldn't say it. He's here. And no, I didn't want to go out
We
with
could
him.
ask him to leave. I mean, if this is a confidential story, you want to...
No, he was kind of fresh. He took... So he came over and he came to take me out. And after he brought me home, well, he kept trying to kiss me. And I'm not used to that, so I tried to push him off the front porch. And I told him I'd tell my dad.
Huh?
If I told him I'd tell my dad. If
you wanted your father to kiss him? Why didn't you want to kiss him?
Well, just once, but he was awfully forward.
Hadn't you ever
once
been kissed?
Was enough.
Haven't you ever been kissed?
Oh yes. I
once
kissed my horse and.
This is certainly a great tribute to her husband. Charlie, how did you find out Rowena was going to be married? Did the fellow ask you for a hand, or did he simply say, "Give us $2, Daddy-O. We've got the urge to merge"?
He was pretty good. He came up to me and he asked for a hand.
Did you know that he kissed her before you...
No, I didn't ask those questions because I know how I was when I was young. You ask Mama.
I know.
Over there.
Think we could get her up here and ask her? Huh?
Oh, sure.
Yeah. Could we get Charlie's wife up here? Come on, Charlie's wife. Come on up. What's her name?
Poopsie.
Poopsie, come up here. That's her name, Poopsie.
Poopsie, yeah.
Poopsie, would you tell us a little about your romance with Charlie? Because he's been doing a lot of lying about you here. He said he never kissed you before you got married. Is this true?
Yeah, in Holland, they don't go by that. I mean, they kiss on the first date.
They kiss on the first date?
Oh, yeah, we don't believe
You don't
that.
fool around at all, huh?
No, I should say not.
And
She didn't tell me that. Start all over again.
Apparently they haven't told you anything, huh? Well, has Charlie been a good husband, and has he ever gotten fresh since you got married?
Oh, no.
No.
He's a perfect gentleman.
You love him, and he
you
loves
sure
you,
do.
and you soon going to have grandchildren, I suppose? Huh?
I think so. I have a married daughter.
Huh?
I have a married daughter, too.
You have a married daughter already? Well, you are a professional babysitter then, huh?
Uh-huh. He took care of me when I was young.
He took care of you? Let me get this straight. He was your babysitter, and then he married you?
She had a brother, was the same age than I was. When we was 15 years old, her brother and me, then her father and mother had a little baby, and that is this little girl, Alice, is the really name. We call her Poopsie, but...
Why do you call her Poopsie?
I don't know. I've changed lots of names. She was skinny, and when I married her, I call her lots of times the Daily Double. So,
well, Poopsie, you go back in the audience, and thanks for coming up, and you're a real cute gal. Time clock? Charlie, do you ever get homesick for the Zeta Z? There must be a big difference between Holland and California, isn't there?
well, I tell you, Groucho, there are so many Dutchmen here around Bellflower that once in a while we get together, and it is just like you're in Holland.
Oh, really?
We go down to the Women's Hall in Bellflower.
Whose hall?
The Women's Hall.
The Woman's Hall.
Uh-huh.
You're a pretty wild guy when you get out on
Yeah.
it. What goes on at this Woman's Hall?
Well, usually they get me on the stage,
Yeah.
and I have to sing some songs, cowboy song, and things like that, to tell a few jokes.
Does Rowena ever get in the act? How about it, Rowena?
Well, I have a
You
little
dance?
comedy dance worked up.
Do
I
you?
could
What
do.
could you give us that?
Sure.
Where would you
Sure, I
like
take
it, out
my
here?
shoes off. Is that okay?
Take your shoes. Take
Okay.
everything off. I don't care. Hey, wait a minute. You said shoe, and you and Wild Charlie over here each win $50. Here's 50 for you, and here's 50 for the pater.
Thank you.
Kang kang.
Thank
Would you like some music?
Could I have some rock and roll or something? Some real fast rock and roll.
Dutch rock and roll. Step out there on the launching pad where you'll make room. Here. Have room. This is the girl that wouldn't let that fella kiss her the first time.
Experience.
You imagine what goes on in Bellflower? Well, that was a real Dutch treat, and my advice to you is don't ever do that in front of those chickens. Or you'll be selling nothing but scrambled eggs. Well, you're the average couple that we get up here, and and it's refreshing to see such a nice relationship between father and daughter and mother.
Thank you.
And you're a wonderful family, and good luck on your marriage, Rowena.
Thank you very much.
Now, let's play You Bet Your Life, and you selected world capitals. I'll give you the capital, you give me the country. If you miss 2 in a row, you're out. If you get 4 in a row right, you win $1,000. George? Oh,
no,
Panama.
I haven't seen George yet.
George, this is George. This is Rowena.
How do you do, Rowena?
Did you see her, didn't you?
I did, yeah. I watched him from out there.
Oh. Did it do anything for you?
Crazy.
All right, and what country is Buenos Aires the capital? Of what country is Buenos Aires the capital?
Rio de Janeiro? No. No, what country? Argentina? Argentina?
Argentina is right.
You now have one right.
Of what country is Prague the capital? Prague.
Czechoslovakia.
Czechoslovakia to you, too.
And you have 2 right.
Of what country is Bangkok the capital?
Siam.
Siam is good enough for me.
Get the next one right, and you'll have $1,000.
Hey, you don't spend all your time in that house, do you? Of what country is Tirana the capital? Tirana.
Albania.
Oh, boy, you're too smart. Now you've won $1,000. You can keep it and quit, or else you can come back at the end of the show and try to double your money. You know, we have a new arrangement with the wheel. You've seen the show,
yeah.
Huh? Mm-hmm. And you might get a crack at 5 or even 10,000. So go over there and sit down and think it over, and thanks for being on the show.
Thank you.
Thank you, Groucho.